Hello and welcome back to Mondo Musings. I'm your presenter Nicardo McLean as we put a wrap on our Oregon 2022 Women's 100 Meters Form Chart mini-series. Now with 4 Jamaicans and 3 Americans in the mix, this countdown tends to suggest that a possible rekindling of the sport's most heated sprinting rivalry is in the offing. Do stick around as we go 10 to 1. Coming in at number 10 is the reliable Mujinga Kambunji, who recently claimed a mind-boggling 11th Swiss national 100-meter title with a national record-setting 10:89 run at the Letzigrund in late June. Given her propensity to peak for major championships, it should come as no surprise if the reigning queen of the 60 meters indoors works her way into the final 8 of the 100 at historic Hayward Field. Slipping to the 9th spot from her lofty peak of 5th on her first global women's form chart is Nigerian teen sensation Favour Ofili. Not due to turn 20 until the final day of the year, the supremely talented youngster who clocked a personal best 10:93 to claim the SEC title for LSU in mid-May will be keen to reclaim that type of form after a rather disappointing 5th place finish in the 100 at the NCAA Outdoor Championships. At number 8 is the first and youngest of the very fast Jamaicans, Kemba Nelson. With 4 sub-11 runs in her last 5 races, including a massive 10:88 PB to finish ahead of Olympic champion Elaine Thompson-Herah in the final at Jamaica Nationals, the University of Oregon standout will arrive at Hayward Field, where she won NCAA Outdoor Silver about a month ago as one of the hottest sprinters on the planet. Meanwhile, in 7th position, as she prepares to make her senior debut for Team USA, is one-time World Under-20 100-meter silver medalist Twanisha Terry, who blasted a 10:87 PB in the semis on her way to a 3rd-place finish in the final at June's US Outdoor Championships. At number 6 is the pride of St. Lucia, Julian Alfred. Only 21, the powerful sprinter who affirmed her status as the leading lady among an all-star cast of super female sprint talent at the University of Texas with a stunning 10:81 PB at Big 12 Outdoors, finally made good on her enormous potential by winning the U.S. Collegiate 100-meter title in June. 5th on our countdown is former LSU star Alia Hobbs. Now 26, the former collegiate 100-meter champ who claimed her first senior title in the event all the way back in 2018, appears to have finally come into her own with no less than 3 10:8 times, including a lifetime best 10:81 in the semis at US Outdoors. One spot higher at number 4 is the pride of Georgetown, South Carolina, Melissa Jefferson. The Coastal Carolina University student, who was a surprise winner of the collegiate 60-meter title back in March, kept her meteoric rise going by claiming a maiden national 100-meter title ahead of more fancied rivals like Hobbs just a few weeks ago. If she can perform to the level of her 10:82 PB set at US Outdoors, Elaine in her first global final is definitely on the cards. A solid global number 2 for much of the season to this point, Olympic titleist Elaine Thompson-Herah finds herself sitting 3rd on this form chart, due in large part to a bit of a stumble in the final at Jamaica Nationals. Nonetheless, the 2nd fastest woman of all time, who already has a season's best 10:79 under her belt, is a solid bet to break her 100-meter medal duck, which dates back to 2017 at these championships. Second in this edition is the red-hot Shericka Jackson, who's currently on a streak of 4 consecutive sub-11 races dating back to the Prefontaine Classic at the end of May. A distant 3rd behind Thompson-Herah on that occasion, the MVP star emphatically turned the tables on her more decorated countrywoman at Jamaica Nationals, romping to a maiden domestic 100-meter title in a season's best 10:77 on the evening of Friday, June 24th. And at number 1 is 4-time 100-meter world champion Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price, whose light but luminous racing slate so far in 2022 features 2 chart-topping 1067s and a 1070, which itself is 3rd in the global performance rankings. As was the case heading into Tokyo last year, she'll head to Eugene as the woman to beat in the event in which she's widely considered the best to ever do it. So that's it for a look at the Women's 100 on Mondo Musings. Next up, naturally, is the men, where we'll go 20-1 over 2 installments, as we did here. Now, do you figure that another Jamaican sweep, as occurred in Tokyo last year, as happened in Beijing in 2008, is in the offing? Or will someone, possibly an American on their home turf, upset the apple cart? Have a muse, and then let's have a chat in the comments section. Thanks, as always, for sparing the time to check in. Until next time, peeps, Godspeed.